Welcome to the other side, and my name is Knight. Today, I want to talk to you about flood. If you don't know, Bangladesh is actually going through a really hard time right now because the country is impacted by flood. Most of the country, majority part of the country, people are impacted very much. And this is like a common thing that happens pretty much each year. What I want to do today is I want to review some of the details, why this flood happens. Is there anything that we can do to stop it? And just review some of the information that I found, and I want to share those information. I do want to mention that I'm not a journalist, so these are the information that I found that I collected, and I'm just reviewing this information. I would suggest everybody to do their own research, because if we really, really want to understand why flood happens and how we can prevent flood, we have to do some of our research to make sure that we understand the situation, we understand the problem, and then we can try to see what can be done to make sure that people don't suffer each year during this kind of flood. So let's dive in and let's see what actually causes flood. So, what causes flood? There are multiple reasons flood is a very common phenomenon in Bangladesh, right? First one that comes to my mind is our geographical location. Bangladesh is less than 10 meter of sea level. So if we look at Bangladeshi map, and I have some settings in, and if we just look at the bottom of this screen on the right side, you will see there is a number and a sign M. So it means meter of Bangladesh compared to the sea level. So if this is the sea level, let's zoom in a little bit. So if this is the sea level, if we are at 2 meters of the sea level right now, so let's go to Feni. So Feni is 6 meter of the sea level. Noakhali is 69, but there are parts of Noakhali that is like very, very low. So like this part is like minus 43. That's very, very low to the sea level. Like sea level is higher than this minus 43, like this location. If we keep moving around, you will see a lot of the location, like Kumilla. Some parts of Kumilla is minus 58. Um, if we go to Dhaka city, you will see Dhaka city is -5. Different parts of Dhaka city, there are some parts which is higher, it's like 50, 40, but on average, I would say Dhaka city is somewhere between -10 to 25. So that's not a lot. That's not a lot compared to the amount of rain we get in Bangladesh. So that is the second biggest reason why Bangladesh gets a lot of flood, because we have monsoon rain. This rain doesn't stop for days, sometime weeks. I think recently I heard that it's been raining in Dhaka city and mostly in Noakhali area for like 2 weeks, 3 weeks constant. There is a break, but then it's just constant rain. So if you think about like all this rain, the water, where this water will go, if our sea level, like the land of Bangladesh, lower than the sea level, the water cannot get out of the country, or it cannot pass through and get out of that location. It's just going to stuck there until it drains or it goes inside the soil. I mean, the soil sucks the water. So technically, because we have a lot of lowland and because there's a lot of rain, water is just there. Like it gets flooded all the time. Another reason is hurricane. Hurricane is a major factor in Bangladesh. It's pretty happens very often. In the Asia and other continent, hurricane is referred as cyclone. So hurricane is actually a big factor. Like if we look at Wikipedia, since 1971, we will see a lot of hurricane in Bangladesh and that region. And some of the major one that actually kill a lot of people. Suppose this one is 1991. We had almost 150,000 people died due to hurricane. In recent years, the numbers are not good. Like a look at if we look at this one, which is in July 29, 2015, Hurricane Coleman, about 510,000 houses got destroyed. That's a lot of house. And also, if you think about it, when the hurricane comes, all this water that the hurricane brings, this water does not have a lot of places to go. Reason is also, again, Bangladesh is very low to the sea level. Deforestation. So deforestation is a huge factor. Like global warming already is a big reason that we get a lot of flood in Bangladesh, and global warming is impacting all the countries in all the nations, and every country trying their best to minimize global warming. But deforestation actually causes a lot of flood because what the tree does, the tree helps to maintain the ecosystem, right? And we are cutting all those trees because we need more land for more people who like need land. So due to cutting down all these trees and just trying to make more livable land, it does impact the ecosystem that causes the flood. So Bangladesh is 10 meter above the sea level, right? But if we think about it, the sea level is also rising. The sea level is rising because of global warming. And all of us, we are the contributor of the global warming. If you do believe in global warming, then there are different kind of scientists who made different kind of prediction that by 2050, a lot of the countries who are very low from the sea level, they will heavily impacted by global warming because there are going to be a lot of flood and the lands will be under the water. And how warming happens, as we know, the more we cut the trees, the more we burn coal or emission, the gas, factories, carbon dioxide, all of these are causing this global warming. That means like all the heat that we generate and all the heat that comes from the sun, there is no way for this heat to get out because our atmosphere just kind of blocks it. So this is causing the meltdown of a lot of the ice in Antarctica. So as those ice melts down, the sea level is keep going up and up and up. The other reasons are like a poor drainage system. So Bangladesh and especially Dhaka city, we have very bad drainage system. Water from the drain or rainwater, anything, it does not get out of the city. Like we don't have a proper way to get the water out of the city. We need a way for this water to get out so that it's not stuck somewhere. So anytime the water is stuck somewhere or anytime we see this place always gets flooding, we need some drainage system so that water can get out. So that could be another big reason that we get a lot of flooding in certain areas. Another reason is we have a lot of river in Bangladesh. So if we look at the map of the Bangladesh, you will see there are a lot of rivers, and these rivers are connected to the neighbor countries like India, mostly India, but some rivers are probably connected to Myanmar. So we have Brahmaputra, Tista, then we have Shurma, Jamuna, Madhumati, Padda. So all these rivers, sometimes they do get overflowed, right? So when they do get overflowed, water actually does impact people of the Bangladesh. If you also think about it, since we have a lot of river doesn't have a way to get out of the country because our country is very low to the sea level. If we look at the this map again, so all river that is coming from upside of the Bangladesh, like from India. If you look at these river, like they are, yes, somehow going to the ocean or connected to the ocean. However, since the land is not too high, that's why this river water technically it cannot just go to the sea. Like I'm not sure how much connection we have for this water to get to the sea. Even if we do have that much connection to for this water to get out of the country and go toward the sea, it's kind of like not possible because the sea level is also rising and coming in. So if you think about it, it's just like a our country is like this. So the water is coming from there, the sea water is rising, and it's also coming from this way, and we are like very low land in between, so the water is kind of stuck.